Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of Chelsea versus Spurs in the Carabao Cup first leg. Hopefully we're going to smash the Spurs to Kingdom Come, make them cry back to the Spurs stadium and make them wish they never set foot at Stamford Bridge again. And come on boys. And if any of you guys are a Spurs fan, Chelsea, if you're a Chelsea fan, welcome. If you're a Spurs fan, you're welcome. But also, biasness is going to come into it. So Spurs fans, get ready because you're going to get absolute stick. And then let's get on with the team's news for Chelsea. It is Kepa in goal, Aspilicueta, Rudiger, Sarr, Alonso, Mount, Jorginho, Salah, Ziyech, Lukaku, Havertz, then Bertinelli on the bench with Hall, Barkley, Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, Vale and Werner. Get in, and that's your team to play Spurs. Spurs team to play Chelsea is as follows: Lloris, Royale, Tanganga, Sanchez, Davis, Doherty, Højbjerg, Skip, Lucas, Son, and fuck you up the arse Kane, who I also don't like. And on the bench is Golini, Austin, Rondon, Reguilon, Winks, Dele Alli, Celso, Ndombele, and Brian. And that's your team to play for Spurs against Chelsea today. Let's go and win this and send the Spurs crying on like a bunch of crybabies they are. Come on, Chelsea. Hello, Riley. How you doing? Welcome. Go on, Chelsea. Go on, Chelsea. Shove the Spurs up your arse. Shove the Spurs up your arse. Shove the Spurs. Shove the Spurs. Shove the Spurs up your arse. Shove the Spurs up your arse! Shove the Spurs up your arse! Shove the Spurs! Shove the Spurs up your arse!
System that's working well. He's got in there and he's just ripped everything up. And they don't know what we expected of him. He's set things up. They're tough to break down and they're scoring more goals.
Good, Chelsea!
Resounding message sent out from here to the world that there is no place for racism.
Game gets underway! Chelsea get us underway! Chelsea versus Spurs in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. Let's go and let's pump. No, not in the way you thump Spurs to Kingdom Come. Lukaku! So do I! Good goal! You can't! Oh. First swear word and it's done it within 30 seconds.
To get back in the good books. He's too unselfish in that position. He should be putting his laces through the ball. You have to be shooting. He's burst away from defenders. It's not the time.
Lemon, I want.
Why is he laying the ball off? Try and
Here we.
In the first minute of the game, he's just too strong. Shoot. Don't lay that ball back. He's too congested in the middle of the goal. You've got to shoot.
Guys, you want to join? If you guys have any questions in the chat, I'm happy to hear what you guys put. Like, subscribe if you are new. What, Chelsea? Let's show these Spurs that they wish they never were born. What are you on about? Yeah, but the difference is it is a cup game, and it's also it might be due to what's gone on that fans are turned away because of it. The one, the goal that we're shooting at is known as the shed. The Matthew Harding is the one where, yeah. So it's the one where you, yeah. So where Lloris is in, so, what makes it easier? Lloris is in the goal in front of the shed. Yeah, that's a shed. Yeah, because that. Yeah, because Matthew Harding is the one where it's always packed. Even if it's for any game, that stand is always filled up. Go on, shoot! Oh! Come on, boys! Come on, Chels! Let's show Harry Kane and he's already said he wants to start getting the trust back of the fans by doing it on the pitch or trying to do as best he can.
It's a real central area. Lukaku is drifting out, wider than him on that right-hand side.
If we're going to get results, the one thing if results start going well and we start going on like a little run, everything will start to ease a little bit better. Form gets better.
Chelsea setup, it does have more of an air of 3-5-2 at the moment.
If we can get to a cup final and try and do it in the first leg, I'll be laughing. I think the saves. Look at. Do you know what? I like it? Come on! Come on, Chelsea! Let's get Bing! Come on, boys! Go on! Come on! Yes! Havertz! Yes! Come on! We don't care how they go in! We've got in! Let's find the Mighty Blues! This is where we belong! We're going to win the cup! Oh, so we're going to win the cup! And he's injured himself. Kai Havertz has injured himself. 1-0 Chelsea, but Kai Havertz has also injured himself. I don't know what's happened to Kai Havertz, but he's injured himself.
It's exactly what Alonso wants. He reads it, he steps in, and then suddenly Tottenham are in big trouble. That ball in behind Tanganga is perfectly weighted, and there's just no way that Lloris and the defenders are going to keep it up.
Or it could just be something. Or also, he could have been a finger could have dislodged or something while landing. Because usually, sometimes it's a finger. 1-0 Chelsea in next to no time. Woo! Shove it up your ass, Conte! Shove it up your ass, Conte! Ah, I was correct. I was correct what injury it was. It's to do with a finger. It's a finger injury, so it might be a finger's come out of its socket. Yeah. Yep, so it means now that someone's just got to do some magic and pull it back in. That's what they're trying to do, is just try and get it back in place so he can continue. I didn't expect Marcos Alonso to get an assist. Haha! I didn't expect that from Marcos. Go on, Kai! Or, in our eyes, his name is King Kai. King Kai. Yeah, because that's what the fans' nickname for him is. Hello, John. How are you doing? Good evening to you as well. If you are late, and you have missed what's happened. Chelsea are 1-0 up. Kai Havertz scored. and then the impact of that also injured his finger, which is not a nice thing. But hey, oh, we're 1-0 up. Well, but the difference was it was out of its socket, which is not a nice feeling because it would be absolutely pain. But we are one. But yeah, but at the moment we're 1-0 up, and let's go for the throat. Come on, Joes. If you guys want to put any question in the chat, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. Chelsea 1, Spurs 0. Come on, boys! Go on, Ziyech! Wow, how weird is this that we're seeing Ziyech playing and he's not at the AFCON? That's a strange thing, but there we. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I was a little bit correct because that is correct. One of them's put in the chat, Chelsea fast today. Yes, we have. We were fast out of the box. And that's what we want to be most games. Especially, we want to win this game so we're on form for playing Man City, so we can know we go into it on form.
So critical of Tottenham. They must have realised those opening few minutes, the intensity that Chelsea were playing with. You have to be appreciative.
Yeah, because there's one.
Roll the ball about labelling your own half and a team. Clearly you're up for it. It's sticking onto you. You've got to be
weird. At the moment, this shows how good this side is. We played 19 games since our out of Chelsea's last 19 games, we've only lost once, and that was. Yep, and the only team to beat us in the last 19. Yep, the only team to beat us in the last 9. Oh, what I can say is the last team to beat us in the last 19 games were West Ham. And that's it, and that is it. Well, yeah, no, but I can understand why he's thinking, why you just pulled at me. I'm going nowhere. But it is. But sometimes you do have to think. Jorginho sometimes does slow the play down in games where when we know we've got to be quick. Yeah, but if we're playing teams like Liverpool, Spurs, but the other thing is when we're playing teams like Man City, Liverpool, and like Arsenal, and Spurs and like that, you got to be quick against teams like that because you can't slow play down because they can quickly punish you with the speed that they got. That's why sometimes I like Kovacic and Kante together, because it turned out it worked against a very difficult side in Liverpool. And I think it's one for Man City, because I would prefer, because Jorginho last time we played against Man City wasn't at it. Go on! Oh! Havertz nearly scored again. What a start for Chelsea. Perfect start. Yes, it is. Touch wood. If you guys want to put any question in the chat, I'm happy to answer any question you guys put in front of me. It's Chelsea 1, Spurs 0 in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, first leg.
Take a touch, take it down, take the pace off the ball, and then shoot. It just takes it far too early. It's a spinning ball. It doesn't catch it clearly. That's a golden chance for 2-0.
We're just going to keep at it as much as we can for as long as we can. Keep this momentum going. Just do not give him a sniff. Come on, Chelsea! Let's go for this. Let's go for it today. And we're going for it today.
As soon as it's laid off, he thinks I've got a chance of getting this, and he does everything right. Sprints to it, stays on his feet, wins the ball back for his.
If you guys want to put anything in the chat, I'm not pretending for anything you guys put in front of me. Let's hopefully have a good game as well. Come on, don't be sloppy. Wow. Tottenham supporters are not in the best mood at the moment. That is true because they are losing and not playing well. But it is only 13 minutes played. Come on, Chelsea. Let's keep the play going, boys. Oh, that's unlucky. Unlucky. Knew he was trying to do but couldn't do it.
Just overcuts. It's good movement from Lukaku in between Tottenham defenders. Just needed a better delivery from Havertz.
Interested to see what your views are. If any of you guys have watched the game, if you're a Spurs fan, welcome. If you're a Chelsea fan, welcome.
When they lose, it really do have to be disciplined, get back into their shape and stay with their runners. More than satisfactory start for the team in blue. Ziyech against Doherty. Now Mount.
Oh!
Tanganga makes the block.
Tottenham are worse rivals to Chelsea than rivals to VAR. I like that. I like that. I like that. And if you guys want to know what's coming up on the channel in the next few days, there's going to be a watch on for Chelsea versus Man City. But that's on Saturday. There might be one tomorrow for Napoli versus Juventus. But I got to wait and see before I make that, because I don't know if the game's going to be going ahead yet. So I have to wait and see on that news for making it. And then I will be doing the watch-alongs for the African Cup of Nations. But for that one, I will show you the lineups for the teams, but I won't pronounce them. So I can just show you. I want to make it a little bit different, because those ones, I'll definitely, a lot of them will be butchered, because they're all African names and all like that. Unless I heard of the player myself, I'll more or less know how to pronounce it. But we are gonna be keeping an eye on Senegal as much as we can. But if there isn't any other games on that particular day, but there's an African Cup of Nations game on, we'll do that. Just to switch things up a bit and get more content out for you guys. So far, Chelsea are playing really well. Got to give them credit for the first 15 minutes, doing really well. Actually, the VAR is more broken than Nottingham Borough. What? You're making no sense. You make no sense. Have a shot. Oh, Ziyech. Unlucky. You make no sense.
So he can step forward, he can change his position, get involved in an attacking sense. He's not playing.
If you guys like the stream with a thumbs up button, don't forget to like, sub, and subscribe if you are new.
Able to keep this strike down.
Well, that's not far away from being 2-0, but good effort.
About elements of Chelsea this season, and rightly so. The contribution of their wingbacks, Chilwell and James in particular. Ziyech offering something different again from that position.
I have no idea. I have literally no idea.
Jorginho. Sanchez.
Come on, Chelsea. If you guys want to put some stuff in, put some decent stuff in the chat. Don't be too silly. Fuck off. That was ages ago. It wouldn't bother me, I'm more bothered about the league, but I'm happy either way who wins, but I'm gonna be doing that because it's once in a lifetime, because that fixture may never happen again. Well, I want to do man. Nah, I'm fine.
It's fair to say he made other headlines in the competition that year in the final.
Yeah, because at least one day I want to have at least a break. One particular day, it usually is a Friday. Unless Chelsea have a league game that gets put onto a Friday.
Someone else comes in and takes your place, you've really got to get your head down and take your chance when he comes along. He's going to have his chance in a number of competitions now.
Get familiar with Tottenham. He started against them already this season, but they face each other 3 times, including tonight, this month. Just opposite.
That's what's gonna a little bit bugger me over. Is people gonna ask why is there nothing? I can't hear anything. It's just because I can't do it. Unfortunately, it's due to the lack of Bundesliga just being a bit of a handful. Is what I would say. 'Cause you don't want to say anything bad about the league or anything, or it could get worse if you get what I mean. So I just said just because they're being just a bit. Oh, the word I would say nuisance, as in they're just pointing out the little bits of something which is really not there, but it's just little things you can hear in the background, and that's it. When like most of the time when I'm talking over it, sometimes you might not be able to even hear what's happening in the background because when I'm talking and stuff like that. But it happens to be on points where I'm not. It's what's causing the issue.
Very difficult to defend against a team that's back to the ball and moving so quickly.
But weird thing is, I don't have any problem with doing Premier League. I've never had that issue. I've never had an issue with doing League Cup because I've done a couple of the League Cups this season. All the British games that I've done have been perfect. It's just the only league I've had issues with is just Bundesliga for one game, which has actually been the best one, but slightly could get overtaken if the way it's going by Liverpool Chelsea.
Despite
Here we go. Let's see what he goes. VAR, call it a hip surgery. Here we go. VAR is like waiting for your girlfriend to get ready. It always takes a bit too long, but when you see her and she looks decent, you get on with it. Hope no VAR tonight. Get in! That's the best one yet. Get in! That's the best one yet. Oh my god! That analogy of VAR is the best. I can understand where it's coming from because VAR does take a long time, and it's like a woman who takes a long time to get ready. If you're in a relationship, I can understand where it's coming from on that one. I can understand that one. That's amazing. That's the best one. That's the first one he's won that actually makes sense. I love that. That's why I'm glad I don't have a relationship, because I'll be telling the person to get ready and don't take too long. Or I'll be gone and you'll be left.
No real surprise. He doesn't have those defensive instincts that a defender playing as a wing back would have. He just managed to get goal side, just get towing on Dr.
But it's just funny, like VAR, take too long. I love it. That's never a foul. Red Marcus Alonso got the ball. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my god. No, it's just making me laugh. What has just been. It's hilarious. I just think it's hilarious. Well done. Well done, Salu. For once. If you guys like this stream, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, sub and subscribe if you are new.
North London voices filling the air.
Oh, that's not. Come on, defenders, boys. Defend, get it out. Go on. Go on, Lukaku. Run with it. Show your might. Show your strength. It's going to run out of play. Oh, Lukaku, what an idiot. Come on, Chelsea. Let's go and get a second.
To Chelsea when you've got him in the team, defending the corner there, and put the passes on the edge of their own box, and suddenly they're breaking away. So Lukaku just overdoes it.
God, Chelsea. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul, ref. Come on, boys. 26 minutes played. Chelsea 1, Spurs 0. We always hate Tottenham. Tottenham are shite. They'll never win anything. What a disgraceful fans. You should not be allowed to say that, because even Chelsea fans have even got barred from saying that, so you should be.
Control of the situation. Very much in control of his destiny at the end of the season. Thomas Tuchel's feelings on the subject about where he wants him to be. Very clear. Let's hear.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. No. Oh, it's just funny. Is this guy off his rocker or something?
Enzo. Havertz.
Oh, it's so funny. It's just so random. If you guys want to put anything in the chat, make it decent. So I don't want silly stuff being put in the chat because there's no need for it.
Jorginho again for Chelsea. Some space for Azpilicueta to exploit. Ziyech. Jorginho.
Ah, yes. So you go, yeah. But I can't have that much of a problem if you go out on a Wednesday.
So nervous because Lukaku was closing in on him. He felt he better punch it clear rather than try and catch it.
Yeah. Problem.
Easy for the goalkeeper to come and catch this, but I think he's worried that maybe Lukaku's going to get there ahead of him and he's safe and punches.
I'll go in the middle and I'll pick a Friday.
Next season, we shouldn't forget. 14 seasons now since they laid their hands on the trophy.
Come on, can we have some proper questions, not just all this silly ass mumbo jumbo?
Chelsea had the edge in semi-finals between the two, but Tottenham had the edge in finals between the two.
Come on, Chelsea!
Beat them in the first All-London FA Cup final in 1967.
Come on, Chelsea!
Jorginho, Ziyech.
That's a ball! Oh!
A timely header.
Players chopping and changing their positions, but Ziyech crossing the ball from the left wing.
What the heck?
In terms of the team formation, really should be playing as a right wing back. And again, he can have that freedom to roam because Chelsea just aren't giving the ball away cheaply.
I don't know if he quite had the freedom last time he played this position up against Bayern Munich in the colours of Ajax. And he's enjoying himself.
Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Oh, for God's sake. What about bowling? You pile of shite.
He faced Spurs in the semi-final. Epic night in Amsterdam.
No, Rudiger.
3 years ago.
The fewest touches this match and the fewest touches of the football for any player on this pitch is Lukaku.
The game was from the kickoff to get a shot in, maybe score. Should have taken it.
Lukaku's only touched the ball 4 times. Corner! Come on!
Dealing with the danger for the moment at least. Still a little concerned about
Chelsea!
the injury he suffered in the act of scoring, or in the immediate aftermath at least.
What did I say? Havertz will eventually get back to scoring again, and he did. Ooh.
What's your favourite, Andy, an outswinger?
I like Havertz, I do.
Don't talk to me about outswinging corners.
Well, Rudiger completely free at the back post.
Oh!
Well,
The impossible nearly happened! The impossible nearly happened!
Or is it Tanganga who's...
The impossible! The thing that everyone as a Chelsea fan will wanting to happen, nearly happened. A goal for Tony Rudiger.
He's very lucky. It's good reaction as he gets back and just make sure the cross doesn't come in from Rudiger.
it's not put to good effect.
Do you mean that FM who ended up making the movie? that corrupt FM that are based in like London, and they ended up going to like Vegas or something, or going abroad. Oh, that film's amazing. And it's just like these bunch of friends decided to just make this radio station out of nothing.
The ball into that corridor in between Lloris and his defenders. Keep it as well, but Lukaku should be making a move across defenders in front of the goalkeeper. He's caught out behind him.
Oh, he's done it again! Ah! Do you learn from when I said no silly stuff in the chat? It just gets annoying at the end of the day. Go Lukaku! Oh, you bastard! Oh, that's a foul! Book him! Book him! Book him! Book him! Davison Sanchez shite!
Try and create a 2 against 1 on the left-hand side. They lose the ball cheaply, Tottenham. And Ziyech immediately plays the ball into the space that Ben Davies has vacated. That's where Lukaku is. And when he's in this position, he knocks the ball past the defender. Really difficult to deal with. That's just clumsy from Davison Sanchez. Just stay on your feet. You're not going to get to the ball without catching Lukaku first. And he's piled pressure on his team by clipping his ankles.
Chelsea not needing any favours at the moment.
Yeah! Thank you, Spurs. You've just given us a goal. Thank you, Ben Davies. Thank you, Ben Davies. Own goal, 2-0. They're just basically just giving us a free goal. Have that. Have you seen the replay yet? Literally, there's no Chelsea player anywhere near that ball. The Spurs player tries to clear it. It's Ben Davies on the side and goes in. It's Chelsea 2, Spurs 0, and at this rate, at the rate of knots that we are playing at the moment, we could end up ending this tie in the first leg. If Spurs are not careful, this tie could be over before the second leg's even started.
Sent them on the way to a memorable final. Other side of the coin tonight.
Oh my! Oh, do you? Have you not listened when I said I don't want any more silly stuff in the chat and just be sensible? Sounds like you're just being not sensible now and not listening. Ow.
As poorly as that, as a coach, you just can't legislate for him.
Come on, Chelsea. Has this guy got a problem? Has this guy physically got a problem with, or something? He's mental in the head. Good. If anyone wants to put anything in the chat, be sensible, nothing silly, and actually we probably want to have a proper conversation, just not silly stuff in the chat. Because like we know, we're not a bunch of kids. We're all here to be very decent.
I have to say, Opta have given the first goal to Havertz, but to my mind it's a deliberate action by Sanchez rather than a deflection, so I would certainly feel it should be 2 own goals. So there you go.
Do you feel they will listen to you? No.
No, I mean, very few people do.
We need a bit of cheering up now and then.
I'm not saying they're wrong.
Now and then? You're doing it all the time, which your question is silly question after silly question after silly question after silly question. And you're not... And it's like, if you're doing stuff like that, you're going to driven people away because of you just saying stuff that might driven people away from watching the stream because of what you're saying. Because people might think it's being too silly, and stuff are being said that they just don't like, and it might driven them to go and do something else. And then the blame gets put on you. So the fact that you might have cost me more views. So you just got to be careful what you put. And at the moment, it's Chelsea 2, Spurs 0. Come on, Chelsea. We just need Lukaku to score. Lukaku to score. Lukaku to score.
Chelsea get another goal. The tie could be over, let alone this game.
Yep. Yep, they've already... I am spot on. One more goal and the game... We could already be looking at a final. We hate on... We hate on... They must have heard me from miles away saying, let's go and smash the Spurs, give them no respect, and absolutely crush them. Way!
Mentioning that the goal on this ground has no added value. There is no away goals rule in the League Cup semi-finals, as there have been in the past.
Come on, Chelsea! Let's get a third and kill the game there and then. Say good night, Spurs. Even though we got a second leg to come, we are already in the final because Spurs won't be scoring 4 against us. Come on! Do not do anything stupid. Not do anything stupid. Do not do anything stupid.
Tottenham, they get some width, they get Emerson forward. There's one wing back to the other.
Way!
Away from goals, so just really keeping it alive. You can't score from that position. Pepper feels there was an arm in there from Moore. I think it did strike his arm as it dropped. A bit good fortune with the Chelsea keeper. Well, first
Boo!
That's what Tottenham are going to have to do with the Son that rode a challenge from Jorginho, so showed a bit of aggression, a bit of strength. They retained possession, then they moved it quickly, got it out wide, got a cross in. They have to play quick football, they have to match Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea!
Steal it there from Rudiger.
Come on, Chelsea! Go on, Alonso! Go on, Havertz! Havertz! All the way to the edge. Go on, the edge. Go on! Lukaku! Bastard!
Very presentable opportunity.
There's a really unselfish run off the ball from Aspilicueta. That opens the space up. It gives Ziyech the time.
Come on, Chelsea!
Pick out the ball for Lukaku. Davinson Sanchez looks terrified there. He's standing, he's watching the ball. Lukaku's on the move. He just completely mistimes the header.
Why is he coming on? Is there a reason?
An opportunity for Chelsea to make it 3, but it's a glancing header. It's not solid enough.
Oh, is that?
He gets a decent forward on that. And
nah.
Could be 3-0.
The only problem he's got is just the only thing that's not helping is he might be paining his finger.
Bring about the opening goal.
That could be the only reason, because he's got his fingers taped, so it could be that, could be the pain. Well, where do you think it's coming from what you can see? Because it looks like it's nothing to do with his body. It just turns out it might just be a finger problem.
Very welcome sight among the
Or is it an eye thing? Cause he's
this evening. And I know Thomas Tuchel was saying yesterday that it would depend on.
No, because I think. Because originally I think they were looking at his eye at one point.
As to whether he might have a prospect of getting some minutes in tonight.
But I just think it's mostly to do with his taped up, with the taped up with the fingers. Because if you get them
continue at least for the moment. Emerson Royale the target here.
Even though I have people I get saying this a lot. Why do I big up one? People keep saying a lot to me. Why do you big up Pulisic a lot? It's because and you always ask me that. Why? It's just because I liked him before he came. That's the only reason. If I didn't know him beforehand, I wouldn't be saying as much. I also say the same for Mount. Yeah, it's just the only thing is, and some people on the chat on that game against Liverpool said the same thing as what me and you were thinking. When he's a striker, he plays absolutely shite, but as soon as he gets put into his preferred position, he plays so differently. And that's when he scored. He scored as soon as he went into his preferred position, he ended up scoring. And that shows. Play him in the right position and you'll get the player playing. Because he's used to being in that role.
On now for Ziyech.
No, but he's at... No, but what he... No, but... Yeah, but what he's doing... Yeah, but any striker, if you're in a good position and there's nothing in other way for him to go, and then you might point there, they'll do it, because if that's the better ball to do, he's in a better position, he could create something from it.
Jorginho.
But I actually like him being what he is, because it might make him become a better player. Get him more involved, because he's had the least amount of touches out of all the players on the pitch, and now he's starting to get more into it, more as the game's going.
Chances that Chelsea have had, primarily through Lukaku, with his foot on his head. It could have been 3, could have been 4. Totally outplayed in the first half, Chelsea. The intensity.
It just doesn't help, but when Ziyech puts balls in like that, they're too much for any player to get to.
Desire to get it back when they lose it. And Tottenham just haven't been able to find any rhythm whatsoever.
Yep, and if you're not careful, and yeah, there you go, rearrange fixture.
Which will now begin a week tomorrow at Anfield, 7 o'clock.
Yep, it's now a week tomorrow is Liverpool Arsenal. Yep, Liverpool get their game called off, but when we asked to have it done, the Premier League said no.
Muttering might increase in volume.
No, but I can understand. No, but I can understand what he's doing, because as you can tell, Werner is going to come on, but it's going to be second half. So I think he's getting his words in. Yeah, because then when he goes on, he knows to relay those messages to the players. That's what some of the substitutes.
Support is arriving in decent number.
I think Mourinho used to do that with us a lot, but he knew when it was the time to do it. Yep.
Was eventually turned in by Davinson Sanchez after Spurs gave the ball away in slack fashion at the back. But a farcical second in the end will go down as a Ben Davies own goal.
Farcical second that basically has handed us basically a 1 foot in the final. If we get another goal, it's game over. So Spurs can't afford to concede another.
It was a new formation, but it paid off in the end.
Oh, it's a good night, and it's us in the final in Feb. Way. I didn't expect us to be 2-0 up. Ah, here we go. Chelsea versus Tottenham in the WSL is postponed. No, I'm just saying it's just off. And that's due to positive cases among Chelsea players. Yep. But you've seen from what's happened recently, other teams are asking, "Oh, can we have this game off?" and all that, and they'll go yes. But then when we ask, we get told no, which shouldn't be the case. It should be fair, because we're one of only a handful of top flight sides who have actually fulfilled all their fixtures through the busy month of December. So really, we should be having a lot of praise for still managing to cope with what's gone on at our club and managing to play all the fixtures when most clubs have not been able to fulfill all their fixtures. And for us, we've not, I think we've only lost one game in December, so not bad. But I'll be with you guys in not long. I just got to pop off quickly, and I'll be back. Yeah, because I do that half time. See what he thinks. So it won't be long, folks. Go on, Chelsea. Hopefully he can score some more goals in the second half.
Let's hand you over to your commentary team. It's Andy Hinchcliffe and Dan Mann.
Thank you, Laura. Yes, and Timo Werner making an appearance, replacing Kai Havertz, and Ndombele replacing Matt Doherty. So you would anticipate a switch to a back four for Tottenham, who really do need to change the whole shape of the occasion and change the shape of their team. I suppose the two positives
Come on,
so
Jones!
far are they turned up on time and they can't play any worse.
Absolutely, he had to do something, Antonio Conte, so he has changed to a back four with Davis and Emerson now as kind of regular fullbacks. He's got extra presence with Ndombele in midfield, but...
Go Chelsea! Go Chelsea! Go Chelsea!
Saw from Chelsea the sharpness in which they play, get more of the ball, and hopefully their new formation can have an effect on the match.
There's Lucas Moura. Searching ball and Son beaten to the punch by Azpilicueta. And then Rudiger intervenes. Back in there by Skip and Samuel underneath it. A sign as we've really seen from Tottenham.
Azpilicueta using all his experience, getting round on the cover when the ball's on the opposite side and the cross is coming in. Can he get round on the cover? Can he defend against the strike? And that's exactly what Azpilicueta does. He gets goal side and Son gets to the ball first. His reading of the game is superb there.
They played ahead of the final 7 years ago. Chelsea being that one 2-0. Second coming of Jose Mourinho. Went left back that day. So he started the game there. Kept Zuma playing in midfield.
Let's see what happens in the second half. Hello, John. It's Chelsea 2, Spurs 0 in the Carabao Cup semi-final. First leg of Chelsea. And I will say this now, folks. If Chelsea get a third, it could be good night. Chelsea in a final of the League Cup without having to play a second leg. So if we score another goal in this game, it's game over. Without a shadow of a doubt, game, set, match to the mighty Blues. Put your question in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. Make them be reasonable, not be stupid, please. Because I'm getting sick of people putting silly comments in the chat where there's no need to put them in.
The game that's being played at the moment is more to Antonio Conte's liking.
It's like we've got to go for it, go for it, and go for it. Guys, do not let Spurs get back into it. That is never a foul, ref. That's never a foul. If you guys like the stream, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, sub, and subscribe if you are new.
Left arm comes out. You don't need to do that. Just stay on your feet. Your goal side, okay? You're not going to win the ball back, but defending isn't always about winning the ball. Just force Ndombele back. Don't stick out the left arm and give a cheap free kick away.
So at the moment, we are doing quite well.
I've never seen more from Tottenham in 3 minutes of this second half than we saw in the first 45. Harry Kane drills this one into the top corner. We really do have a game on.
We're just going to now play well. We've got to play with our hands between our legs and give all we can for this team and for the club. Try and get a good result. That's all we can ask for. We're playing really well. We're just going to try not to let Spurs get back into the game. That's all we can try and do.
Surprised if he gets a look in. Will be Kane. And the first real business.
Here we go, Chelsea.
To attend to. The first save he's had to make.
They kept it as well. The important thing here, he doesn't move behind his wall. That's what Kane is really banking on, him moving to his left behind the wall, and the ball goes.
So it's Chelsea 0.
But he backed the wall to do his job, and he stayed to make the save on his side of the goal.
Spurs 0. Like, sub and subscribe if you are new.
Scrumming in.
On his toes, but he's not moving. He doesn't take one single step to his left. If he had done, could have been off balance, could have been caught out.
It's often a fateful step, isn't it?
I mean, sometimes happens to keep, they don't even know that they're doing it, and they say, I didn't do it, and then they watch it back and they see that they did. It's just that space that is behind your wall. It's so tempting to move into.
At the moment, Chelsea, I'm got it on my TV, the Chelsea game versus Spurs in the Cup. And look, I'm also live into the second half of Chelsea versus Spurs in the watch along. Come on the YouTube channel, like and subscribe if you are new, and I can't wait to see you all here for the rest of this stream. Come on, you mighty Blues! Come on, Chelsea!
Clean his contact. Just held off his man. Sanchez is going to get round and get to the ball first. The idea is right for Lukaku, just doesn't catch it cleanly.
Snapped into it. An area that could have been rather dangerous for Højbjerg. It was certainly prodded in hope that a white shirt would be there more than anything else.
Antonio Conte will be encouraged to change in formation already. They look a bit more dangerous going forward. You've got to remember they have one less defender now, and that's something that
come on, Chelsea!
can take advantage of.
Another positive is, of course, that there is a long, long way to go in this tie. Here's Skip. Now Højbjerg.
Chelsea versus Spurs in the Carabao Cup second leg. Semi-final first leg is now live on the channel. We are now into the second half. Hope to see all of you in there for the rest of the stream.
Very deep. Antonio Conte has managed to get him higher up the pitch in the Premier League games. But you can see here that he's really struggling tonight to get high up the pitch, to get into the Chelsea penalty area. That free kick is as high up the pitch as he's taken a touch in the game. So
come on, Chelsea! Guys,
in the penalty area.
questions in the chat.
Know what can happen.
Happy to answer anything you guys put in front of me. It's Chelsea 2, Spurs 0. Oh, third goal, and Chelsea would have, that would have been game over.
Lukaku really tempts Ziyech to take the shot on first time, but he telegraphs it and then he doesn't get the execution right.
It would have been game over.
There's no way he's going to beat Lloris from there. He's going to set it out well wide of that far post and draw it back in, keep it well away from the keeper. It's an easy save.
It would have been absolutely game over if Chelsea
Anderson makes a really good run off the ball here. Opens the space up for Moura. And soon finds Ndombele, but that's way off the target. It's not under any real pressure. And they get into that attacking third, Tottenham. They need to show real quality. They might have too many opportunities, they've got to get it right.
security and allow potentially a bit more malice until this bit of quality.
Come on, Chelsea! Let's go and get a third. Let's kill this stone dead in its tracks.
There to Davis. Kane. And Højbjerg. More competitive edge to the Tottenham challenges in midfield now as well. I'd like to say the pendulum has swung the other way by any stretch of the imagination, but it's signs of life from Spurs.
It's more of a contest now. Okay, the changing formation is one thing, but then you've got to back that up with how you actually perform within that formation. And they're just a lot sharper, a lot more aggressive. They're stepping on to Chelsea. Didn't happen in the first half.
But here's Timo Werner.
Come on, Chelsea!
Actually. It's worth reminding you that we do have VAR this evening. Significant debating point or call for action there. It's the first time we've had VAR in the competition this season, the semi-final stage. Remember when they met in the semi-finals 3 years ago, the first real VAR controversy with the Tottenham penalty, potential offside in the build-up to it, involving Harry Kane. And my lines are better than your lines, the verdict from the Chelsea analysis team to the VAR officials.
Well, Chelsea! You guys like to stream with the thumbs up button to get to like and subscribe if you are new. It's Chelsea 2, Spurs 0 in the semi-final first leg in the Carabao Cup. Another goal for Chelsea, and it will be officially game over. Good night. C'est la vie. Chelsea are in the final.
You're not just a football commentator, you're a social commentator as well, aren't you, my friend?
I have aspirations for many things, Andrew.
And at the moment, Chelsea just need one more goal, and they are on their way to the final of the Carabao Cup. Because I don't expect Spurs to score 4 goals to send us out. Spurs will have to score 3 goals to send us out. Which for me, I do not see Spurs scoring 3 against us at home. They did it against Palace in their last home game, but the difference is we are a lot better team than Palace.
It's part of a front three, showing his versatility, Ziyech.
Right in the way, and Werner to mount again.
Go on, Werner!
Werner.
Should have played it, should have played it, should have played it.
Hunger to retrieve it, very evident again, and it's Saul.
Go on, Ziyech! Oh, lucky! Unlucky, Saul! Saul!
Difficult when the ball is whipped in, you're beyond the near post, you're just looking where to flick it on, catch the goalkeeper out, but Saul has been really lively. Jorginho tends to steal a lot of the headlines in games as he controls it, he's very easy on the eye, but he's been very, very busy. Saul certainly played his part in the middle of the pitch.
Well, you and I were there when he was a star of the Under-21 European Championship, 5 years ago now for Spain, and heralding the introduction of genuine star. Had already made significant and impressive strides at club level by that time. He's a player capable of really stamping his authority on the Premier League. Everybody needs a bit of confidence from time to time and a bit of rhythm in the performance industry.
Come on, Chelsea, stop fouling, boys!
Here's Lucas Moura. Maybe we didn't expect him to take to Ndombele. He needed to do just that, but it all fizzles out. And they're given against Ben Davies. It's interesting that Conte has turned to Ndombele in this sort of situation. I mean, the thought the other day, he has to understand that there is a team and he has to play into the team. How much he wants to play himself into the Tottenham team, given that he has to leave in the summer, is maybe a bit of a mystery.
Come on, Charles!
Jorginho. Now Alonso. Werner. Chelsea attack full of menace. And Werner!
Oh! Team over in the name of 3-0 Chelsea, nearly game over.
How close this is, because Lloris doesn't move. And they just quicken things up, Chelsea. Sharp movement, sharp passing. He makes his mind up very early here, Bernard. He's going to get a shot in. Once he drops his shoulder, you've got to get closer to him than this. I'm really disappointed he's not wrapped his foot around this more and kept it on target. It's a really good chance, and Tottenham stepping off him. He should have paid a heavier price.
Meanwhile, yellow card brandished towards Malang Sarr. Harry Kane running on the deck.
Sarr's elbow actually catches Kane, but it's, you know, it's low. He's not a swinging arm. There's no chance of it being a red card. It's a painful one for Kane. Once that ball bounces, Sarr looking to put his arm across to maybe protect it. It is a free kick, it is a yellow card, but nothing more than that.
He's making a meal out of it, is Harry Kane.
Handling the prize assets with real care. Corson.
Apologies, folks, I'm just really tired. Tonight.
At Stamford Bridge have been a debating point this week.
Go on, Charles!
You see what Mason Mount was saying to Paulson, you know, that ball bounces his arm. He's going to come up, so it's not really a high arm either. It's, you know, it's fairly low, but he puts it across Harry Kane. It does catch him. As I say, it's nothing worse than a yellow. It's not a swinging arm. It's not intentional by any means. It's not looking to hurt Kane.
Kane will live to tell the tale. Hunted by Conte during his time here at Chelsea. It was the failure to deliver on certain signings that was the...
Come on, Charles, let's get a third. And let's win the game dead and buried in the first leg.
Between the head coach and the boardroom. And,
Come on, Charles!
Antonio Conte, he's not a diplomatic man.
He's not backward in coming forward, is he?
You can imagine the difference Virgil van Dijk would have made to Chelsea over these last few years. I suggest the trophy cabinet might be a bit fuller than it is. Not they're doing too badly. Yes, falling kindly for Lucas Moura. Emerson Royale. Marcos Alonso in the way.
Alonso just redeems himself there. He actually did sort his feet out, gave the ball away cheap. It was promising for Tottenham, but he got back and put the cross.
Well, boys! If you guys are the stream, don't forget to like, sub and subscribe if you are new.
Okay. The space for Ben Davies here. Equator. Once but twice.
Come on, Chelsea!
Lucas Moura.
Come on, boys!
Route to the right, cut off. So he'll plough his furrow through the middle.
That's not a foul.
But
Come on, Chelsea! Chelsea are playing really not too bad. It's just gotta keep going, keep playing the way we are, and just get. Oh, Timo to end the tie!
Maurice able to deny him.
They're in there.
His eyes was a lit up.
I thought Lloris had made a mistake by coming up his line to try and face up Werner. Werner then thinks I can dig this ball over him. Wonderful pass. Just
Oh.
as he controls it, the ball just bounces up. That's why he decides to try and maybe dink it over the goalkeeper. He's just about got his angles right, but really strong play from Lukaku to hold the ball up in the first place.
Come on, Chelsea!
Chelsea to make it 3-0, maybe kill the tie off, is gone.
It is going to keep playing the way we are, and the more we keep playing, the more we keep pressing, the more it gets better for the club. And at the moment, hello, Precious. How are you doing?
This would swiftly become an irretrievable situation for Tottenham, but credit to them.
At the moment, it's Chelsea 0, Spurs. Chelsea 2, Spurs 0 in the Carabao Cup first leg. Goals from Kai Havertz and a Ben Davies own goal, which is giving Chelsea a 2-0 lead in the so far in this game. And if Chelsea go and score a happy New Year to you too, Precious, thank you very much. And if Chelsea were to get a third goal in this game, more or less it'll be game over and Chelsea will be in the final of the Carabao Cup, because you do not see Spurs scoring 4 goals past us to go through to a final. If you like the stream, hit the thumbs up button. We need to get more likes on this stream, please, folks. It would do me the world of good to get this stream up to start a new year. This is my first stream of, I think it's the first stream of the year, I don't know. I think this is the first stream of the year. So hopefully we can go and get a good start to the year on a high.
Harry Winks shortly will be pressed into service for Tottenham.
Spurs are on the ball at the moment. 68 minutes played. Chelsea 2, Spurs 0. Spurs are on the ball at the moment, just passing the ball around. Not really that much going on. And guys, let's hit that thumbs up button to get to like, sub and subscribe if you are new.
Royale's cross and Lucas Moura searching for a flash of inspiration.
It's not an easy chance by any means, but much better from Tottenham. Just the sharpness of the passing, of the movement. A lot slicker than it was in the first half, but the ball is actually moving away from goal. As is Lucas Moura, it's really difficult to step back and then make a clean contact and whip that into the top corner.
Again, just gifting Spurs possession.
Come on, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, let me know in the chat. If you're a Chelsea fan, welcome. If you're a Spurs fan, welcome as well. It is Spurs 0, Chelsea 2 here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are playing really well. We got to give. It looks like Mateo Kovacic is coming on for Chelsea.
Delighted his performance here on Sunday.
So far, if we get this result, it'll be quite good.
To mention the quality of his goal.
So let's go, folks. We're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep pressing. We gotta keep the pressure going. Get the results that we need in the games. It's like at the moment Chelsea are playing not too bad, but we need, I don't saying this, but we need to get a third just so we can kill the tie there and then, because at 2-0 it still gives Spurs that little hope, but Spurs have to score to have any chance of getting anything from the second leg. They will have to. They've got to score to have any chance of having a chance in the second leg. If Spurs don't score and we score a third, it's game over.
Mason Mount had initially won it. Lukaku.
Corner. Well done, ref. Corner, come on, Chelsea. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to like, sub and subscribe if you are new. And put your question in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is coming on, and Mateo Kovacic as well. Mason Mount to take the corner for Chelsea.
Against Sanchez, who's the enviable task there, Lukaku.
Just keep passing the ball around, just keep passing the ball around. It's now gone back to Kepa in the Chelsea goal. Which is, I don't know what we're waiting for. We're just waiting for support at the back, because at the moment we got 19 minutes to go and it is 2-0 to the Mighty Blues against Spurs in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final.
A few words being had with Rudy Gallagher from Jorginho and Antonio Rudiger. So Mason Mount's evening's work is done.
Mighty boy, Mason Mount, Mason Mount. Off comes Mason Mount and on comes Mateo Kovacic. Off goes Saul and on comes Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Replaced by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Warm welcome back to him.
If you guys have played FIFA, the announcers on that game don't call Saul, they call him Sol.
Poised to introduce.
And on for Spurs is coming on is Harry Winks.
Harry Winks will replace Oliver Skip.
And off is going Oliver Skip.
That's extra passing range that he possesses to help unlock the Chelsea door. Detractors, but there's no doubt he has his qualities as well.
Come on, Chelsea! Spurs on the board at the moment, 73 minutes played. Chelsea 2, Spurs 0 in the Carabao Cup first leg. If Chelsea get the third goal in this game, it will be officially game over. The tie will be dead, buried.
What an entrance this could be, but it's...
At the moment, Chelsea are looking at getting this third. It could come sooner more than later. There's our free kick. It's a bit of a lunging challenge, but ball's out of play. Throwing to Chelsea. Chelsea are going for it, folks. We are going for this third goal. That could send us to a final, even with another leg to play.
Substitute straight into the action. Appearance for Chelsea today.
Oh, Aspie, man. Guys, put your questions in the chat. Like, subscribe if you are new. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. Welcome to everyone who has not seen my content before. We do this regularly on the channel, the watch-alongs, so that I can get to know a lot more of the subscribers, get to know more about you as well. And also for us to watch a game of football together. If you are unable to watch it, this is the way that you guys can know what's going on in the game. So it's like commentary style stream. Welcome. Chelsea are 15 minutes away from going to the second leg with a 2-0 lead, and Spurs will have to score 3 unannounced goals and Chelsea not to score 1 for Chelsea not to make it to Wembley for the final of the Carabao Cup. I can see Chelsea. I can't see Spurs scoring 3 goals in the second leg. I cannot see that happen. For all intents and purposes, I cannot see Spurs scoring 3 goals against us with the way that we played tonight. If we play like this in the second leg, Spurs have got no chance. We'll have no chance. But I can't be any prouder of this team. This team, which we're missing a lot of main first team players who are all on the bench or not, or injured and stuff like that. I can't be any prouder of this club because with a lot of depleted squads that we've had recently, we still managed to gain results. And I can't be any prouder of this club. But we are doing well.
Second leg of this time, another Premier League meeting. Indeed, we're even meeting in the Women's Super League this week. Just play in that. Ziyech.
Oh! To put us 3-0 up. Hakim Ziyech. Wide of the mark. Over the bar. And into Rosehead. Hakim Ziyech unlucky. Unlucky Ziyech. Unlucky.
Ziyech maybe just gets in his eye line, makes it a bit difficult for him. Dropping the ball like that.
He hits it, but just skies it wide. That could have been a chance for Chelsea to seal the tie there and then. Chelsea, I think, will get this 3rd goal sooner or later. It's just going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take brawn. It's going to take strength. By me. But at the moment, this has been an absolute brilliant Chelsea performance. And this will be a good start. This will be a good beginning to 2022 by getting in a draw in the first game against Liverpool, and then getting the win over Spurs in the first leg of a cup semi-final. I'll take it. I'll happily take that. If you tell me at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of a year, at the halfway point of the season, that we would start the new year with a win, with a draw and a win, I'll take that any day of the week. I'll take that any day of the week.
One way of making your points as well. Casting the ball against it.
It's going to keep showing power.
The kind of thing you would do, isn't it?
Oh, apologies folks if I'm yawning, just a bit tired. That's all.
Petulant act.
Underhand.
Loftus-Cheek, what were you doing there, son?
Just at that point in the game where things are getting rather untidy. Tottenham are making a couple of changes here. Chelsea
It's a
also keen to bring Christian Pulisic on as
It's
well.
a substitution. Who's coming on
That's happening
first? Will be substitution for Chelsea. On comes Christian Pulisic. And off comes Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech. Go on, Pulisic.
To enjoy about Hakim Ziyech's performance for Chelsea tonight as well.
For Spurs, off goes Son, on comes Lo Celso. Lo Celso is on, Son is off. And the other substitution, another substitution for Spurs, Lucas Moura is coming off, and Bryan Gill is on for Spurs. Bryan Gill. That was never a foul in a million years.
Tottenham players getting incredibly frustrated. Nothing seems to.
You got the ball.
Going their way. That ball did seemingly come last off Emerson, who he was clattered into. I'm sure they'll take the free kick at this stage. They get a goal back. 10 minutes to play. You never know.
Chance to really
Go on,
reassert
Chelsea!
themselves. The waters have been distinctly less choppy in this second half.
Way! Up that Spurs!
Just needs to glance this. The ball in is an excellent one. It's whipped in, it's on target, there's pace on it. Just glance it, just help it on. You know, Rudiger's not getting there. He just gets too much of a head on it, tries to do too much with it. See Harry Kane.
Come on, Chelsea! Attempts Chelsea have had in this game to Spurs' 4. 5 on target to Spurs' 1 out of 17, but it's most of the attempts that we're trying to get Spurs are stopping them dead. So.
Tottenham only shot on target was that Harry Kane free kick, so they've had nothing. It's a test kept from open play. Change the formation, change the personnel. Just haven't carried a threat.
Come on, Chelsea! Just try and get a third.
Involved. Winks. And Sanchez. Turned on by Lo Celso.
Come on, boys. 82 minutes played. Chelsea 2, Spurs 0. Well done, Kepa.
Well, they look on the other semi-finalists, Liverpool and Arsenal, and they won't get into action tomorrow as scheduled. The first leg has been postponed, so they commence a week tomorrow at Anfield, and coverage starts from 7 o'clock. Here's Azpilicueta. Saar.
Come on, Chelsea! Come on. If Chelsea get a third now, folks, we are in the final of the Carabao Cup. There is no doubt about it. Spurs will not score 4 at home against us without us scoring. That's the ball. Go on, Pulisic. How did both teams perform in your opinion? Spurs been absolutely poor. They've had 1 shot on target, which has not been good enough from their perspective. Chelsea have had 17 shots. We've had 5 on target, but the main thing is we're 2-0 up in the game, which is the main aspect of the game. I mean, the main thing is Chelsea are 2-0 up, and so far are on their way to another final, which is good under Tuchel. And if we can get a third before the end of this game, we would have booked it without even playing the second leg. So we'll go into the second leg already assuring that we are in the final, because Spurs will not score 4 past us. I don't even think Spurs will score 3 past us, because that will be very, very the most difficult thing on earth. Especially against a very good defensive team that we have, which tends to only concede 1 or 2 goals.
This is not the area you want to give free kicks away, and I'm absolutely sure you can get to the ball, stay on your feet. See, just
but I like the question. It's a very good question. And welcome to the 6 of you in the chat. Welcome. If you are new, let me know if you are a new watcher to the streams. We've got about 5 minutes of 5 minutes of normal time left, including stoppage time left to play at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2, Spurs 0 in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, which at the moment Chelsea are on their way to Wembley. Again for the second time in like a year. Second time in like 2 years. If this, and it looks like it's going to be Marcos Alonso to take for Chelsea. Oi, oi, oi.
Jorginho with that task.
Oi, oi,
Stage is set for Marcos Alonso.
oi, oi, oi. Marcos Alonso has hit the wall. The most stupid thing to do is hit it against the friggin' wall. We're Chelsea away! We're Chelsea away! Oh, yeah! Oh, you like this Spurs? How do you like the Spurs?
Well, the Chelsea supporters feeling as though they're in the comfort zone here, but
That's the ball.
it's undeniably,
So how is everyone? Everyone enjoying the stream? Let me know in the chat.
kind of start at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's soon become an uncomfortable one. Winks, Davis, Keel. Quetta is in pain. He's holding left hamstring, or right hamstring. Not a good situation for him to be in. Not a situation they want to take any kind of risk with.
Come on, Chelsea!
To go down, and understandably, the Chelsea bench. He's a fighter, whether it's the wisest decision. And here's Brian Keel. He's pulled it back. Oh, the Celso shot saved, and Ndombele couldn't latch onto the rebound.
Go on, Lukaku! Go on, off this cheek!
Lukaku wants it.
Lukaku!
Better up with it.
Oh, Lukaku! Hey! Guys, I put a new poll in the chat for you guys to vote if you are enjoying the stream. Let me know in the chat. Or just vote on the poll in the chat, folks. Chelsea 2, Spurs 0 in the Carabao Cup's first leg.
Chelsea bench have been pleading for Azpilicueta to go down.
Come on, we can't have Azpilicueta going down. We've got enough injuries at the moment, and it's due to play. It's due to the Premier League, not, or just an EFL not being kind to us and not letting us have a rest when we've asked them to.
His home debut. Having started against Brentford in the previous round.
Azpilicueta is coming off, and Harvey Vale is coming on.
In the second half in particular, we've seen just what a good defender he is. Such a solid one-on-one defender, still, in my opinion, one of the best we have in this country.
A little shake of the hand with Antonio Conte, a manager he ably served, as well as all the others he's played under here.
Unlucky. Come on, Chelsea!
So involved in the tangle there.
Now that's a foul, definitely a foul. There's nothing subtle about that. Nothing subtle.
Unenviable situation, which I'm sure you can empathise with, being a left-footed player playing on the right. It does look as though Pulisic might go back into the right-back position, actually. Well, he's very versatile. He even played in goal in the youth game during his time at Fulham before he joined Chelsea. He kept a clean sheet against their counterparts from Watford.
Go on, Chelsea!
Pulisic is going to play it right back for these final few minutes, a minimum of 4.
4 minutes allowed on time at the end of the second half. 4 minutes.
Chelsea's got to negotiate this situation.
Well, the Pulisic get rid of it.
Jorginho. Alonso. Werner. Loftus-Cheek.
Come on, Chelsea! Come on, Chelsea! Come on, Chelsea! Come on, Chelsea!
Pulisic. Kovacic. Loftus-Cheek. Pulisic. Vale. I imagine he's wearing a blue shirt, but who is your man of the match?
I'm going to go for Z actually. He's been an all-round solid team performance from Chelsea, but the stats tell you there just how impressive he's been. He knew he play at times out on that right-hand side as a wing-back. He drifted in field, he got on the ball. Very lively performance from him.
He's in the good books with the Moroccan national team coach, and that's going to be to Chelsea's benefit. Africa Cup of Nations getting underway shortly.
Oh, Pulisic!
Pulisic.
Oh, too much on it, too much.
That's such a waste, just needs to take some of the weight off the ball, and he's got options, 3 options in the box. A good ball in there, a third Chelsea goal. Would have made life very comfortable going into the second leg.
Lots of Ian Jury spring to mind. Song set in this part of the world, that could be a Fulham Broadway station, I'm sure, is mentioned in that song.
Come on, Chelsea!
It's the nearest tube station to Stamford Bridge, if you didn't know.
Travel advice as well.
Travel advice.
Commentating around the look, I think.
Oh! Well done for giving it Vale, well done.
Kovacic. Werner. Lukaku!
Oh, that was such good play, unlucky.
That's all that was left really for Chelsea tonight.
I just wonder from the second leg, will Chelsea rue the opportunities they had to really kill this game off, the tie off. Comfortable again for Lloris, right down his throat.
Buoyant blue-shirted supporters.
Come on, Chelsea!
We'll see in 7 days whether those expressions and songs of victory are to be repeated. 11 miles from here, on foot at least. Well, it's not been a happy return to the bridge for Antonio Conte, but it could have been a lot worse. Indeed, they helped gift Chelsea the 2 goals in the first half. Romelu Lukaku back in the side. And not on the score sheet, Ben Davies unwittingly was to make it 2-0 after Jeffet Tanganga's had a cannon into the net off him. Davinson Sanchez had earlier turned the ball into his own net. A goal-bound shot from Kai Havertz, putting him in a difficult situation.
Full time, Chelsea 2, Spurs 0 in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. Chelsea take a 2-0 lead into the second leg next week. Let's go. We are halfway towards Wembley. Let's go. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along of Napoli versus Juventus. If that's not going to be played tomorrow, it will then be Chelsea versus Man City after our kickoff on Saturday. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, get the post. Bell notification, get it hit the like button as well.